Alrighty, boob tubes, another one of Cleaves. So speaking about the other night, there's an argument to be had that maybe World War III's already begun. They just want us to keep consuming our McDonald's burgers as it continues. Ukraine's just down the age of conscription from 27 to 25. How'd you like those apples? I think it was another 500,000 they needed. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the population of Ukraine's about 20 million. In fact, I own an internet. Thank you, internet. Wazam! So, it's 38 mil, and they need another 500,000 people. They need another 500,000 buckaroos to throw. They need another 500,000 conscripts to throw into to be cannon fodder in the Russian war machine. Now, World War III has went Star Wars shit. This won't be known as World War III. Scratch that. It'll be known as Star Wars 1. You think I'm lying? As I said, folks, no longer is World War III on the table. It's all about the Moonski. All about the Moonski. Take a listen to this. Oops.
Now, before we go to the weather, it's just before 6:30. But what time is it on the moon? Well, we don't know, which is why the White House has told NASA to establish a unified standard of time for...
They've changed it from "What's the time, Mr. Wolf?" to "What's the time, Mr. NASA?" This is interesting though. Do you know that time goes slower or faster? I think it's faster. The lower the gravity, the faster the time. So if you put an atomic clock on the moon, come back in 50 years' time, it will be 1 second faster. Because time on the moon goes faster. Now, I'd love to dig up Einstein and ask him, right, does that mean that you age faster? And does that mean that, is this sort of along the lines of why Einstein said that time travel is very possible?
The moon. The aim is to set international norms in space ahead of moves for a more permanent presence there. Moon time is different from Earth time because of its weaker gravity, as Scotland's Astronomer Royal, Professor Catherine Haymans explains.
The way we
Scotland
define
rules the
time here
world.
on Earth is using atomic clocks. Now, if you took those atomic clocks up to the moon, they would run slightly faster because the gravity on the moon is less.
Faster.
You might remember the pictures of the astronauts
She's
when
been
they
listening to
landed
me.
at the
Nah, I
Apollo
read the
missions, they
BBC
bounce
article
up
on the way
and down.
home
That's
for the
because
bus.
the gravity is less on the moon. And the consequence of that, the sort of the fundamental nature of gravity, is that the clocks run faster.
I don't know, what is it, 7 o'clock on the moon, Ben Rich?
That is a
10
physics
o'clock, who
equation.
knows?
I can't quite wrap my head around that. I'm going to stick to the weather if that...
Amazing, isn't it, man? You can't quite wrap your head around it when you try to remember flat tards. Gravity's real, you idiots. Throwing bottles of water out your window doesn't prove the earth is flat. Anywho, ain't that fucking fantastic? There's now a war, like the European Space Agency's been trying to do it, NASA's now trying to do it. No doubt the Chinese are going to be in on the act, and the private motherfuckers are in on the act as well. But it was apparently NASA's going to put a manned mission to the moon in 2026. You would think the fact that they done it all those years ago, they'd be able to go like that and just get there. But hey, no. Why don't I just copy the Apollo technology? And we could be there tomorrow-ish. But nah, fuck that. Need to start that shit all over again. Cha-ching, cha-ching, it's all about the money, money, money. But there we go. World War III. It's no longer a World War III. World War III spread to the space, y'all. So it's now fucking Star Wars 1. And we've all got our ray guns We're getting closer to Star Wars. We've all got our ray guns. Everybody bouncing about like against all the bad people. You don't think 5G's killing us all? You don't like Tommy Robinson? Well, there you go. World War 3. Scratch that. It's now Star Wars 1. Get it? Got it. Good. Cat cheese. No cats or cheese. Only World War 3s were harmed in this filming.
Clips, clips.
And remember, citizens, always subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. And $19.95 plus shipping and handling will keep you out of hell.